It's starting to rain a lot now. Oh my god!
Kyle! Turn around. There's somebody sleeping in the tent behind me.
No, it's just coincidence. I'm trying to tell myself that, but I am really, oh my goodness me.
To the steps in my backyard, Mike.
What's going on?
It's like a weird, demonic looking thing.
There's something eerie about being deep in the wilderness, surrounded by nothing but trees, darkness, and the unknown. For most, camping is an escape into nature, a place to relax and unwind. But for some unlucky campers, their peaceful retreat turned into a nightmare. Get ready to dive into 6 of the most disturbing camping encounters ever recorded. Just be warned, you may never want to set up a tent in the woods again. Meet Oliver, a passionate traveler and entertaining and adventure seeker who shares his journeys on his YouTube channel, Venture Unbound. From exploring festive Christmas markets to camping in breathtaking locations, his videos offer viewers an immersive look into his experiences, showcasing the charm of each destination. In this video, Oliver sets out on a solo wild camping trip, spending the night deep within a remote forest in the UK. His goal is to fully embrace the outdoors, soak in the tranquility of nature, and immerse himself in the true essence of solo camping. It's February 22nd, 2025. Filled with excitement for the adventure ahead, Oliver arrives at his chosen campsite. Sunlight filters through the trees, casting a warm golden glow over the peaceful forest, enhancing his already uplifted mood. But as he begins searching for the ideal spot to pitch his tent, he remains unaware that this trip is about to take an eerie turn, one that will make this adventure unlike anything he has ever captured on film.
We're just trying to find a comfortable spot now. There's so many trees around, but it's just trying to find the right spot, which is going to be completely flat and well sheltered. It's a bit alarming when you see fallen branches like this fallen from the trees. Could easily fall on you in the night. So I think I found a really good spot here. This area here is quite good. We've got a couple of trees around here, and this space right here is really good. It's quite flat as well. Might need to move some twigs out of the way for underneath the tent, but the path is just over there, so people are quite far away, which is really good. So it should be quite quiet.
Content with his chosen spot, Oliver begins setting up his campsite for the night. This marks his first solo wild camping adventure, and while the idea of being alone in the dark forest brings a slight sense of unease, he refuses to let it deter him. Instead, he stays focused on the task at hand, determined to make the most of the experience. The uncertainty of what the night might bring lingers in the back of his mind, but it does little to dampen his enthusiasm. The thrill of the adventure fuels his excitement, and as he methodically prepares his camp, any initial anxiety gradually fades, replaced by eager anticipation for the peaceful night ahead.
I'm hoping with it being metal, they'll eventually just flex and bend and probably stay in the same position for a while, and hopefully don't flex back too much. That top one was a lot easier compared to the bottom one setting up. So this is a tent fully set up. We've got the tarp over the top, so I'm hoping it does keep the rain off in the night, but the tent will do it anyway if it wasn't there in the first place. But I'm thinking it looks really good. The sun is setting now, so it should be getting quite quiet, and hopefully no one passes through, especially at the night time as well. Don't want anyone passing through on night time. That'd be creepy.
Pleased with how his camp has come together, Oliver soon feels hunger setting in and decides it's time to prepare dinner before darkness fully takes over. Yet, despite his best efforts to stay present and enjoy the moment, an unsettling sense of vulnerability lingers. The isolation of being completely alone in the woods becomes more apparent as night falls. He reassures himself that it's just his mind playing tricks, nothing more than the natural unease that comes with solitude in the wilderness. Still, the feeling refuses to fade entirely. Determined not to let anxiety take hold, he shifts his focus to the positive, pushing forward as the last light of the sun disappears behind the trees. But what he doesn't realize is that his unease may not be as unfounded as he hopes.
It's quite a challenge, and it's quite a weird thing to do, especially being on your own. It's so strange in the wild. And then there's people as well walking around, because it's like a country park. So yeah, it's a very strange atmosphere at times, especially when you go when you go to the toilet in the night and you've got your lantern and you're just walking around and all you can see is the silhouettes of the trees. Now that is just creepy. So it's getting a little bit dark now. I've got my cooking equipment here. I've got my pan as well, and some eggs and some bacon. I've got my olive oil and a lighter as well to start this off. Did you hear that? That was an owl. Hopefully we're going to hear some owls tonight. That was cool. All gone. That was actually really good. I'm quite full now, so I didn't need to bring any bread or anything. That was really good.
With a full stomach, Oliver feels content. But as night fully settles in, the forest takes on a more ominous tone. The creeping darkness transforms the once tranquil atmosphere into something far more unsettling, heightening his awareness of just how alone he truly is. As the night grows colder and his unease deepens, he finally decides to retreat into his tent, seeking the small comfort of its enclosed space. Taking a deep breath, he tries to push aside his growing apprehension, hoping that sleep will come easily and the night will pass without incident under the vast starlit sky.
This is what it's like when it's pitch black. This is what it's like when you have the lantern on. And it's very creepy. Like when you need to go to the toilet in the night, it's so spooky. Like you just see a random tree just dotted there, and it's so like, whoa! It's like a person stood there. But yeah, it's quite a creepy feeling when it's dark like this. So I'm gonna get some sleep now and test it out, see how it goes, see if I get some sleep. Last time when I was in the hammock tent, I only had about 2 hours sleep. That wasn't the best night ever, really. But we'll see how this one goes. It's not a hammock tent, it's a lay flat, you know, on the ground tent. So we'll see how it goes, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good night.
Oliver had set up a camera outside, hoping to capture any wildlife that might wander through his camp during the night. But as soon as he finally drifted into a deep sleep, the footage recorded something entirely unexpected, something he never would have wanted to encounter on this trip.
Turn around, there's somebody sleeping in the tent behind me. There. There's a tent right there. Hello? Told you it.
Oh, come here, boy. Together.
Yeah, but I don't want the guy to feel threatened at all, do you know what I mean? Yeah, leave him to it, mate, let's go. He's got a body cut, look, he's got a trail cam there, look. What do you mean? A trail cam? Look on the tree, look, it's just like animals. You alright? Oh, sorry, we just stumbled upon you, mate, my bad.
No, it's alright, no worries.
You doing okay though?
Tell you what, you go down that way, there's like a bit of a ditch.
Is that?
Yeah.
Like a bit of a crater?
Just keep going, there's like a building.
Oh, fuck.
Like a circular brick.
Oliver was jolted awake by the sound of voices and the glow of flashlights cutting through the darkness. Disoriented and alarmed, his mind raced with fear, momentarily convinced he was under attack. The sight of shifting lights outside his tent and the presence of multiple people sent a surge of panic through him. But as he fully woke up and listened more closely, he realized that, fortunately, these strangers didn't seem to have any ill intentions. Taking a deep breath to steady himself, Oliver mustered the courage to peek out of his tent, making his presence known. Though the exact scenario he had feared had come true, encountering unknown people in the middle of the night, there was no real danger this time. Still, the experience gave him a chilling reminder of just how vulnerable solo camping can be. The thought lingered. What if these strangers had meant harm? Luckily, that question remained unanswered, and hopefully, it always would. And with that unsettling encounter behind us, let's dive straight into the next eerie event caught on camera. Meet Nikki, the creator of the YouTube channel Nikki TV. Through her videos, she takes viewers on immersive car camping journeys in her Toyota 4Runner, showcasing both the beauty and challenges of solo outdoor adventures. With her authentic storytelling and practical approach, she keeps her audience engaged with real wilderness experiences. However, on her first camping trip of 2025, she would come to realize just how unpredictable and unsettling these adventures could be. On January 31st, 2025, Nikki arrived at a remote campground, eager to embark on her first camping trip of the year after recovering from pneumonia. Equipped with only her camera and camping gear, she was ready to document whatever experiences the night had in store.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Nikki and this is Nikki TV. As you can see from the mess behind me, I just came home from work a couple hours ago and just threw everything in the back of the 4Runner, took out the bed platform, threw in a tent and a chair and some things, and we're hitting the road.
The video opened with Nikki recounting her recent illness and expressing her eagerness to return to the outdoors after spending the entire month of January indoors. Her enthusiasm for the journey ahead was clear, setting the tone for what would soon take an unsettling turn.
Well, we made it to camp, so let's get set up.
Upon arriving at her campsite, Nikki wasted no time setting up, completely unaware of the disturbance that would later unfold. With practiced efficiency, she arranged her gear, her movements reflecting the experience of someone well-versed in outdoor camping. However, early in the video, she notices something unusual and points it out to her viewers. She asks viewers to take note of the two picnic tables positioned side by side, hinting that they would play a significant role in the eerie events to come later that night.
Whenever I go camping in the winter, I'm expecting to really not see many people, but when I get to my spot, I'm like in shock at how many people's winter camping.
As she continued setting up her tent, something caught her attention. Despite expecting solitude during her winter camping trip, she was surprised by the number of other campers in the area. It always amazed her how many people ventured out in the cold when she had anticipated near isolation. Unbeknownst to her, this unexpected presence of others would soon become a significant concern. With careful attention to detail, Nikki continued preparing her sleeping area, layering multiple pads to insulate against the freezing ground. Once her setup was complete, she surveyed her campsite with a sense of satisfaction, completely unaware of the disruption about to unfold. Just minutes into setting up, another camper approached and struck up a conversation. They discussed various camping gadgets, but despite the seemingly casual exchange, Nikki couldn't shake an unsettling feeling, a growing unease that came with relying on the presence of another person in such a remote setting.
I won't bother you at all, but I do start my bed every once in a while. Like, I didn't set up my tent because it's pretty wet, obviously.
Yeah.
So, if I bother you, just let me know.
You're fine, because if I get too cold, I'm hopping my butt right in the back of that 4Runner.
Okay.
And if you hear me talking, I promise I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to a GoPro.
Well, I talk to myself
Well, I mean, I'm basically talking to myself. I still want you to think.
Just as long as you know, if you hear me out, and especially if I got my headphones on,
Yeah.
and I'm rocking, if I say, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're totally fine.
For the remainder of the afternoon, she kept herself occupied by preparing a meal and making the final adjustments to her campsite.
Electricity here or no? I don't think so. Okay. We weren't counting on it.
A group of people with a bunch of teenage boys just started setting up.
As the afternoon went on, the tranquil setting was abruptly disrupted by the arrival of a group accompanied by several teenage boys, who began setting up their camp uncomfortably close to Nikki's site. What followed sent a wave of unease through her. They insisted that they had reserved both her campsite and the one beside it.
I'll tell you what, people are just rude anymore. I had to take everything out of my tent and put it back into the 4Runner because these men showed up with 4 different vehicles.
The men walked over to Nikki, asserting that there had been a mix-up with the reservation system. However, with the ranger station closed for the day, there was no way to confirm their claims.
First, they told me that they had booked this site and the site beside of me, and that there must have been some misunderstanding, but the problem is that the office is now closed. So I looked at him and I was like, well, you know, I've already been here for a couple hours. My name's on the post. Cook, because they put little tags on the post at each campsite, and they put the dates that you're going to be arriving and the date that you're going to be leaving. So my name is on the tag that's on the campsite post, and it says that I'll be coming in today and leaving tomorrow. So, you know, I looked at him and said, well, I booked this site. It was available. The website allowed me to book the site. If the site was taken, it would have shown me that it was unavailable and it wouldn't have allowed me to get the site.
Despite the clear evidence Nikki presented, the situation only became more unsettling. With 4 cars and a group consisting of 3 men, along with their sons and grandsons who were extremely loud, the tension in her voice revealed her growing unease. However, it wasn't just their presence that disturbed her. It was their choice to set up camp a mere 20 feet from her tent. This deliberate closeness triggered alarm bells, making her realize she needed to rethink her plans for her own safety. Without hesitation, she left her tent outside and carefully packed all her belongings back into the 4Runner, opting to spend the night inside her vehicle. Fortunately, the night passed without incident as she remained secure within her car. However, as morning arrived, new challenges awaited.
Good morning. We woke up to rain, which I knew there was going to be a chance of. So, looks like we're going to be packing up in the rain, which is okay. I didn't bring my raincoat or my poncho, but it'll be okay.
She awoke to the sound of heavy rain drumming against her vehicle, the downpour adding to the already tense atmosphere. The next morning, after packing up her tent, Nikki set out on a hike along the icy trails near her campsite, seemingly determined to salvage some enjoyment from the trip, despite the unsettling events of the previous night.
I'm just gonna go for a hike and then come back and have my coffee and breakfast right here instead of stopping at a rest stop. I kind of feel like that would be a better option than having to stop somewhere else when I'm already here. And as you can see, there's nobody here. Maybe 1 or 2 cars. And I left my walking sticks in the 4Runner. Just slide right off of there into the water. I hope not.
Although Nikki made it through the night unharmed, one unsettling question lingered. What were the true intentions of these men? Was it simply a booking mistake, or was there something more troubling behind their insistence on staying so close to a solo female camper? The reality of that encounter will likely never be known. While supernatural experiences can be terrifying, it is often other people who pose the greatest danger in isolated locations. You can never truly predict someone's intentions or what they might be capable of. Fortunately, Nikki's quick thinking and decision to retreat to her vehicle ensured her safety throughout the night. The next video recounts a similarly eerie experience of spending the night in a mysteriously haunting location. Meet Dan, the adventurer behind the YouTube channel, Asterisk, sort of interesting asterisk, renowned for his outdoor explorations and willingness to test his limits in the wild. On this particular night, deep within a secluded woodland, he sought solitude, a challenge against both the elements and the stillness of nature. However, what began as a peaceful retreat would soon turn into a harrowing experience. The video begins with Dan making his way into the forest as night falls on February 21st, 2025. Rain is already coming down, and he carries a heavy pack on his shoulders, unaware of the unsettling events that await him.
It's rained already today, everything's soaking on the ground. It's forecast 50% chance of rain for every hour until 9 AM tomorrow. My shoes are literally falling apart around my feet, and I couldn't set out until after it had got dark. This sounds like the recipe of a fantastic first ever solo wild camp. I'm Dan Brown, and let's just go and enjoy some nice peaceful calm time in the hills.
From the very beginning, an eerie atmosphere sets in. The darkness stretches endlessly, interrupted only by the rhythmic sound of rain and Dan's steady footsteps. As he moves through the woods in search of a suitable spot to cook, he remains unaware that his solitude is about to be disrupted.
And also the fact I'm using much dimmer light is starting to make me think I'm sure I can hear stuff and see little flashes and that. I'm sure I can't, but I can't be sure in here where I need to be. So yeah, quick backpack rest. Dim lights only now. I was just shining the torch round on full beam, showing like the woods to the camera. Some car somewhere on a road up there stopped, and I swear a torch shone into the trees, obviously from well above my head, but it's just spooked me a bit. Oh man, my heart is going. I swear the car that I just mentioned pulled up and somebody's got out. I don't know if it's just coincidence. I'm trying to tell myself that, but I am really, oh my goodness me. I know. This isn't fun, this. I am so stupid. I am the stupidest person I don't know if you can see that they are literally scanning up and down.
As Dan searches for a place to cook, an unsettling realization dawns on him. He's not alone. Headlights pierce through the trees, illuminating the forest where no car should be. Then, a torch beam slices through the darkness, revealing the presence of someone watching from the shadows. A deep sense of fear grips him, the chilling awareness of being observed, singled out. What was meant to be a peaceful solo camp has now turned into a tense encounter with unseen eyes and a growing sense of paranoia.
I don't know what to do. I'm literally crouched. I'm sat on the ground. Right, the camera off.
The encounter with the car leaves Dan on edge, his senses heightened and his nerves taut. The unsettling sensation of being watched intensifies, and the surrounding darkness feels as though it conceals more than just trees. Pushing deeper into the forest, away from the distant glow of headlights, he searches for a suitable spot to cook. At last, he finds a place to prepare a quick meal and steady his nerves. But the silence is fractured by distant, ambiguous sounds, each one a possible threat, keeping him tense and alert, the solace of his meal overshadowed by the ever-present anxiety.
There's no way, given that this is the mist and the fog conditions, there's no way I'm going to make it to where I wanted to pitch up.
The video transitions to a scene where Dan captures the misty, fog-drenched landscape. As if the unsettling presence of unseen watchers wasn't enough, nature itself seems to conspire against him. A dense fog rolls in, cloaking the forest in an eerie shroud. What was once a mere inconvenience now feels like an escalating threat, amplifying the sense of isolation and unease. Confronted with this growing tension, Dan reconsiders a previous decision, compelled by the shifting circumstances.
With very changeable and worsening weather conditions and my inability to calm my mind fully, especially after hearing the quad bikes, that did give me a slight concern that somebody could come up there on the hilltop with ease and see me lit up like an easy target all alone on a stormy hilltop. And so, yeah, I thought, if this isn't going to be fun, I don't want to just be lying awake in fear on my own on a hilltop for 7 hours. And, like you say, just a little bit too much of a public place.
At this moment, Dan made the decision to pack up and begin his trek back to the car, driven by the shifting weather conditions. He ends the video by reflecting on the fear that gripped him as he heard distant noises, footsteps and voices drifting in and out of the silence. Convinced that spending the night alone was no longer an option, he knew he had made the right choice to leave.
I've got probably 6 to 7 miles to walk back. What's happened in the last sort of 20 minutes, I've heard voices, thought I heard quad bikes or dirt bikes, something like that. Heard a shout. I thought perhaps I didn't hear the shout at first, but I've just been hearing a car alarm go off in the distance, and I'm just wondering if there is any mischief afoot, because I saw a thing on Facebook about there being some trouble going around the area, and if people have parked up on the back lanes and stuff, I don't...
Afterward, Dan reflects on his abandoned trip. It wasn't the weather or the grueling journey that drove him away. It was the unsettling presence of something unseen, lurking just beyond his sight. From this experience, he gains valuable insight, the importance of moving discreetly, leaving minimal traces in the wild. But above all, he learns the most crucial lesson: trusting his instincts, especially when the forest itself seems to urge him to leave. The wilderness is unpredictable, and often the most chilling encounters aren't with the creatures of the night, but with the eerie sensation of the unknown. Now let's move on to the next unsettling video. This chilling footage was captured by Richard Grebenik, a YouTuber primarily known for his music covers. However, this particular video tells a harrowing story that continues to haunt him to this day. Richard shared his experience in the hopes of finding answers and making sense of the strange creature he encountered. It was August 4th, 2017. Richard was spending time at his cherished summer holiday home, a peaceful retreat nestled in the countryside. Everything seemed normal, and he was enjoying his time there, completely unaware that something deeply unsettling was about to unfold. One evening, while going about his usual routine, he spotted something in his yard, a disturbing figure unlike anything he had ever seen before. Before he could react, it vanished into the darkness, leaving him shaken and questioning what he had just witnessed. But later that night, the creature returned. This time, Richard was prepared. The moment their eyes met, an icy chill ran down his spine. Acting on instinct, he grabbed his iPad and set it up by the window, determined to capture footage of the creature and prove to the world what he had seen. His heart pounded as he positioned the camera, desperate to document the unexplainable. Overwhelmed by fear, Richard made a desperate call to a priest, hoping that some form of intervention might rid him of the terrifying presence lurking outside.
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
Hey, Mickey G.
Hey Mike, I need you.
I can hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
A little bit. Yeah.
Alright, you're not gonna believe this. I got it on video now. People think I'm nuts. It's on video, it's playing right now. I put the iPad in the window and now this thing's coming up to the steps in my backyard, Mike. it's like a weird demonic looking thing, and it's like a human, and it's all scratched down. And this is the second time this happened this week. And as I'm talking to you, this is all on recorded, and it doesn't see me. I'm in that, you know, that sunroom. All right, I've been putting the iPad out. It's about around, and it happened. Weird things been happening around this time at night.
Can I record it?
You're on record. Everything's recording now. I can see the thing. It's like looking around weird.
Is it recording the video?
Yeah, right now it's on the video. It doesn't see me. I'm sitting back, but I can still see out the window really good. You should see.
Can hear you?
No, it can't. But it's looking around like something out of a weird sci-fi movie. This thing is freaky. It's on video. Huh?
Not a person?
No, it's an evil identity. It's evil entity. This thing's like wicked looking. But it's a human form though. You gotta wait until you see the video. I got it on video.
Okay, good.
This is like one out of a million things that people will not. They'll think they won't think I'm crazy no more. Wait until you see this. Oh my God! It's like you should see this thing, Mike. Oh my God! Like a gargoyle. It's like a gargoyle, man. And it's like 35 feet away, and it came out of those weeds. You know what I'm talking about?
If you examine the footage closely, a strange, pale, human-like figure can be seen moving steadily toward Richard's house. Its movements are unsettling, almost unnatural, as if it's searching for something or someone, its head swiveling in every direction. Richard's heart pounds in his chest as he watches in horror, a deep sense of dread settling over him. The eerie, unnatural presence of the creature fills the air with an unshakable tension, making the atmosphere feel thick with an unspoken threat. As the figure edges closer to the window, the sinister energy in the air becomes undeniable. Frozen in fear, Richard can do nothing but watch. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the creature slowly retreats into the darkness, vanishing from sight. For a brief moment, Richard allows himself to exhale, believing the nightmare might be over. But just as relief begins to set in, the figure reemerges from the shadows, materializing once again from the void. Its presence sends a bone-chilling terror through Richard, colder than anything he has ever known. Overcome with fear, he frantically pleads with the priest to pray for him, his voice trembling with desperation, hoping for any form of protection from whatever lurks outside.
And they see this now. This is unreal. Just pray.
Just pray?
Yeah.
Yeah, pray to Jesus. Father God, I just want to lift Rick up to you right now, Lord. I don't know why he's being tormented like this, Lord, but we know you know. And Lord, you've been speaking to him in visions and dreams concerning his work and different things, and the enemy is being attacked by you, Lord. And he's all worked up, but God, I just come against this. I bind these things right now, these evil spirits that are just harassing Rick and just coming into his yard. I just bind those things right now. I command to cease and be still, be gone. I pray that you give Rick peace right now. I come against all fear. I bind that in Jesus' name. I pray, Father, that you just give peace and comfort, Lord, that he knows that Lord, that you are watching over, Lord. You are his rear guard, and nothing's going to call me. When you lay down at night, no sudden terror will come upon you.
Oh my God, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh.
I command you to go in Jesus' name.
This thing is looking weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It knows something's going on, man. This thing is. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened. We got disconnected. I even called the minister. It went back.
As the priest begins speaking in tongues, the atmosphere in Richard's yard grows even more unsettling. The once still creature lurking in the shadows suddenly starts moving erratically. Its motions become jerky and unnatural, almost as if it's reacting to the priest's words. Then, without warning, the connection on Richard's phone cuts out. The call is abruptly disconnected, leaving behind only a strange, hollow silence. The video ends here, offering no explanation or resolution for what transpired. The chilling footage raises more questions than answers, sparking a wave of speculation online. Viewers flood the comments section with theories, some sharing their own disturbing experiences, claiming to have seen similar creatures or encountered unexplainable events. Others remain skeptical, dismissing the video as an elaborate hoax staged for views. Yet, regardless of the mixed reactions, one thing is undeniable. This eerie footage has left millions unsettled, haunted by the lingering mystery of what Richard captured that night. Was this creature something supernatural, or was there another, even more sinister explanation? For Richard, the encounter remains a terrifying enigma that refuses to fade. Already feeling uneasy? Brace yourself, this is just the beginning. Let's dive straight into the next chilling camping encounter. This is Frank, the well-known creator behind the popular YouTube channel Franco TV, where he takes viewers on spine-chilling adventures to some of the most eerie and unsettling locations, places most would never dare to explore. With his fearless approach and insatiable curiosity about the supernatural, Frank ventures into these haunted sites, determined to uncover the mysteries that blur the boundary between the living and the dead. In this particular video, Frank returns to a cemetery long known for its haunting reputation. Locals claim that the restless spirits of the dead still wander its grounds, unable to find peace. Over the years, numerous reports have surfaced of unexplained human-like voices and shadowy figures moving silently between the gravestones. Adding to the mystery, the cemetery is rumored to be a hotspot for eerie ceremonies, which many believe to have sinister origins. Because of these unsettling accounts, the cemetery is widely considered a place best avoided after nightfall, but for Frank, such warnings only intensify his determination. He is set on revisiting the cemetery and spending the night in search of answers. It's September 1st, 2024. As night falls, Frank arrives, the dim glow of nearby streetlights casting long shadows across the grounds. Recalling his previous visit, where he stumbled upon an unsettling ritual, he takes no chances. The first thing he does is ensure he is truly alone.
To see whatever could be there tonight, because apparently this has been like a hot spot. It's a very famous witch that pretty much passed away, and people come to serve this area. And I want to see if they're even doing a ceremony now or tonight. Alright, so I have a candle. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see. I'm not going directly to it just yet because that looks like it was just lit. At least I think it is. Wait a second. I got more candles in here. Alright, before I go inside, I want to go around this place.
While candles in a cemetery are not uncommon, Frank's instincts immediately sharpen as he notices that these have been recently lit. Sensing potential danger, he remains cautious, not wanting to startle anyone or be caught off guard by an unexpected presence. Carefully, he surveys his surroundings, ensuring the area is clear before proceeding with his paranormal investigation.
Somebody yelling. Alright. I just got the sound of somebody yelling over here. here. See, that's what I'm afraid of, man. I mean, I'm not expecting this place to be empty at any means, but I got something in the back there. I just saw what looked like a light, slightly. But wait, you saw that? Right there. I knew it. This is where I heard the scream coming from. Shit. I can't stick myself out. I'm gonna stick the camera out. You see? What the hell are you doing? I'm gonna switch it to color. This is what I see. All black. See if they light another candle. That's one. The last time I was here, I saw like 7 people. Let me zoom out in case I see somebody else. Oh shit.
During Frank's last visit to this cemetery, he had stumbled upon a group of individuals clad in matching robes engaged in a cryptic ritual. This time, however, only one person seemed to be present, or at least that's what Frank hoped. Undeterred, he continued with his investigation, yet an eerie sense of unease lingered. He couldn't shake the feeling of uncertainty, wondering what these mysterious figures were involved in or what they might be capable of.
I'm kind of nervous because I keep hearing people or movement coming from over here to the right. You see? But I don't see anything. I'm gonna see if I can start staying a little bit more inside the tomb area, just so that way I'm not so obvious. Because if I stand towards the main road, if they start passing by, oh god, they're gonna see me. So I am definitely hearing something, and I think I did something extremely stupid. I'm still trying to see if I can see any lights or candles or anything for where I seen that person walking through here. And look right over there. I don't know if they see me, but I just saw something dark, and then they went right into the tomb. I'm gonna zoom in here. Look at the tomb. Look, you see it? There is something or someone inside that tomb right now. Kind of going in. They're just watching me, I think. I don't want to approach it because, one, I don't know what they're up to, and 2, I don't know how many people are in there. But look, there's definitely... Oh, I lost light. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to keep the camera still. It's definitely moving. That is a head. I'm hoping it comes out a little bit more. Let's see if I can get closer.
Having seen enough, Frank chose to relocate to another section of the cemetery, hoping to find a sense of ease and avoid disrupting anyone who might still be lingering in the darkness. However, unbeknownst to him, something even more unsettling was waiting for him in the shadows.
I'm going to be making my way out of here. I want to see if I can get towards another area. So I am now approaching the area where I seen that kid, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you the clip here. What's the creepiest part is that this whole area in the back is known for children that the deceased children, the children that passed away. That's what this whole area is known for. So to see a kid running through there like nothing at that specific area to this graveyard kind of freaked me out. But to keep saying, I just have to be like logical and just kind of be like, okay, they could be a part of the group that was here. And that's kind of what I'm going with for now. Switching it back into a night vision, I guess. There we go.
A growing sense of unease settles over Frank. The memory of his eerie encounter with the child and the cemetery's ominous atmosphere pressing heavily on his nerves. Yet he refuses to let fear take hold. Determined to uncover the truth, he pushes forward, intent on documenting every unsettling moment in this mysterious and haunting place.
So I'm making my way through the area, and every time I have my camera off, I hear what sounds like a kid laughing. I want to see if you guys can hear it. Hold on. I don't even want to raise my voice. I want to see if it happens naturally. What is that? You see? Hear it? That is a kid laughing.
As if the atmosphere weren't unsettling enough, a faint and distant child's laughter drifts through the cemetery, intensifying the growing tension Frank already feels. The eerie sound echoes among the gravestones, sending a chill down his spine. Frank freezes, straining his ears in an attempt to catch another noise. But only silence follows, broken by the distant hum of city traffic in the background. After a few moments, he pulls himself together, shaking off the creeping unease, and cautiously continues navigating through the tombstone-lined paths. Unbeknownst to him, however, the night's most chilling moment still lies ahead.
I really feel like I'm being watched right now, down this area. I'm gonna keep making my way forward and seeing what's on the other side. I hate this area. This area is by far the creepiest for me. Oh, what the? Holy shit. Someone just leaning up right there against the wall. I was not fucking expecting that. That scared the shit out of me. Holy shit. I'm probably not gonna go up that way. All black. I was wearing all black. That looked like a shadow. Oh fuck, that scared the shit out of me. Hold on, let me get out of this area for now.
The sight left Frank deeply unnerved as the woman appeared lifeless, eerily motionless, slumped against the tombstone wall. Yet rather than turning back, he chose to press forward, seeking a quieter spot on the far side of the cemetery. Unbeknownst to him, that decision would lead him straight into something even more disturbing.
I am much closer towards the main entrance right now, so if you hear people screaming, it's coming from way back over there. But what the hell is it? Banging's definitely coming from this area. It's starting to rain a lot now. Oh my god.
¿Qué haces acá?
Nada, ¿qué tal?
¿Qué
Hola.
haces acá?
Nada, solamente mirando. Yo estoy mirando para fantasmas grabando.
Pero acá nadie puede entrar de noche.
Yo tiene permiso para una muchacha que me ayudas para entrar por aquí.
Sí, es peligroso, acabó.
Sí, pero ¿qué tú estás haciendo aquí?
Yo estoy buscando a mi marido, no lo encuentro, está muerto, pero no está.
¿No está?
No está. Yo quisiera que tú me ayudes a buscarlo.
¿A quién? ¿A
mi esposo.
tu esposo?
Ajá.
¿Dónde?
No lo encuentro.
¿Él está caminando por aquí o está...?
Está muerto, pero no está. No está.
No está.
Estoy buscándolo. Yo vivo acá.
Ya.
Vivo acá. Nadie puede entrar acá de noche. Es muy peligroso.
Ya.
Tienes que irte porque no acá pasa una maldición para ti.
No, sí, no quiero problemas, nada así. Bueno, ok. Bueno, yo voy a dejarte...
Vete, mejor vete, antes que te hagan algo.
Ya, no te preocupes.
Vete.
Ya está, gracias. Chao.
Corre.
Sí, corre. Yeah. What the fuck just happened? She's just staring at me. Yeah, no, solamente soy confundido. She's like, run, get out of here. What the fuck just fucking happened? Sí, ya, gracias. I am so confused for what the hell just happened right now. I don't know what just how happened. She just came out of nowhere and told me to get out. And that sounded like the same lady that I seen the last time, where she was like, Niño, I don't know, she said something last time. It sounded like the same lady, but she said she was looking for her husband, and that she didn't make any sense at all. I'm looking for my husband, but now he's not there. Did he just wander off? No, he's dead. And I'm like, so how are you looking for your husband? And it looked like she kind of got irritated or upset at me. And then she told me to help her find the husband, which I wasn't going to do. Oh my God. I'm just trying to investigate in this area. And she scared the shit out of me.
This was more than enough for Frank. Without hesitation, he hurried out of the cemetery, shaken and bewildered by what he had just witnessed. There was something deeply unsettling about the woman and the eerie figures in their dark robes. The entire atmosphere felt off. Frank knew he wouldn't be returning anytime soon. Though disappointed to cut his investigation short, he was relieved that nothing worse had happened as he left the cemetery behind. The lingering mysteries remained unsolved, leaving him with a chilling sense of what might still be lurking in the shadows. The truth remains unknown, leaving us all to wonder what was really happening that night. And with that, let's move on to the next disturbing encounter caught on camera. This next video comes from the YouTube channel Man Dog Wild, where Johan, a familiar face to many, has been taking viewers on wild camping and survival adventures for the past 4 years. His passion for the outdoors is undeniable, and through his channel, he captures both the beauty and thrill of living off the land. This time, Johan sets out on another camping trip deep in nature, doing what he loves most. However, instead of simply enjoying the tranquility of the wilderness, he decides to add an extra layer of excitement by delving into a paranormal investigation, convinced that there is more to this land than meets the eye. It's February 9th, 2025. Eager for the adventure ahead, Johan takes advantage of the good weather as he searches for the perfect campsite for the night. Once he finds the ideal spot, he settles in, enjoying a hot cup of coffee and soaking in the peaceful surroundings before the sun disappears beyond the horizon.
The old caterpillars are becoming a little bit problematic. I put my bag down, I put it up on a tree, no matter where, my bag, my jumper, they always find their way onto it. And so I have to spend a little bit of time making sure that they're off it before we proceed. So just to reiterate, the apps that we're using throughout this investigation supposedly work through electronic frequency or something like that, okay? I'm no expert. but it allows spirits or whatnot to communicate through the device.
As the sun dips below the horizon, casting an eerie glow over the landscape, Johan prepares to begin his paranormal investigation. Eager to see if anything unusual occurs, he decides to test out a few ghost hunting apps. He spends some time monitoring the readings, but everything remains calm, with no clear signs of supernatural activity. However, while the equipment detects nothing out of the ordinary, Johan's dogs begin to act strangely, hinting that something unseen might be lurking nearby.
She was barking at something. You barking at something. What is it? What is it? She's alerted. She's on high alert. She's down there. You down there, DC? Is it? I hope there's Yeti. DC's off. She's gone. Torch. Fucking birds, huh? Birds. These people, they're the things that startle you most out here. When the birds just take off, you just don't expect it, and then. Okay.
The sudden flutter of a bird taking flight offers Johan a brief sense of reassurance, leading him to believe that his dog may have simply reacted to a nearby animal rather than something more sinister. With a relieved sigh, he carries on with his evening. However, just as he prepares to give one of his ghost hunting apps another try, an unsettling energy fills the air. A creeping unease settles in, and Johan can't shake the feeling that the sound he's hearing are more than just the wind. Something is out there, and his dog seemed to sense it too.
I just heard some kind of... What the fuck, huh? Daddy? What's going on, Jets? Yes, sir. Okay. Let me in on that secret test. You okay? What's the problem? Okay. I don't know why she's sitting right behind me growling. Test again? Okay, yes, but I prefer it if you didn't growl at me, huh? Like, I don't mind during the daytime when we're not in the middle of a dark woods. You're sitting right behind me growling. What is that? Holy moly.
This only added to Johan's discomfort, leaving him to question what was truly happening around him. Yet, despite his ghost hunting apps providing little to no evidence, he had no intention of giving up just yet. Taking a deep breath to steady himself and push past the unease, Johan chose to press on, determined to uncover some answers before the night came to an end.
We're still waiting for this person's name. Can I sit down? Is it safe? the fuck is that? Huh?
Ralph.
Your name is what? Ralph. Jesus, good timing, Ralph. I was just concentrating on something. What is this? Not really right where I was about to sit. His hair. Dark hair. Yes, I hear something. Yes, there. Eddie. Be alert, please. Walking around in there. We're right by this little trail. It's good. Ralph, can you explain to me Is that you I hear, Ralph? You're moving around. You're moving around, Ralph. Is that you? I don't know.
I'm right here.
Yeah. Okay. Now, why is that so zoomed in? Jeez, they are not reacting. It's, that's the scariest thing about this whole thing. So, Ralph, you're right here with me. Do you want me to leave? Oh, it's such a bad headache. Do you want me to leave, Ralph?
I can't leave.
You can't leave. I know. So it was you I was speaking to earlier when you were saying you were stuck. Why can't you leave? Well, because you're stuck. Do you want me to leave?
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Is this someone else I'm speaking to? What is your name? Fuck off, mate. Jesus.
Sinful.
Sinful.
It's dark.
It is dark. Definitely something walking around in there.
I'm not sure how.
You're not sure how to leave. How are you not hearing that, Yeti? What the fuck? Yes.
That was enough for Johann. With only cryptic responses from his device and the unsettling sounds echoing from the dark woods around him, he decided to call it a night before fear got the best of him. However, even as he settled into his sleeping bag, an unshakable sense of unease lingered, making for a restless night. This experience left Johann with more questions than answers, further deepening the mystery of what exists between the realm of the living and the dead.
That's all we have for today. Stay tuned for more.